and welcome to From My Kitchen to Your Kitchen. My name is Linda Johnson and I'll be your host today. Today we are going to make a recipe submitted by a viewer. Her name is Sarah Smith and she wanted me to make chicken and biscuits. She said that she always wanted to learn how her grandmother used to do it. So we're going to give it a try. In the past, I'd say the past couple of years probably, I have made biscuits using Biscuit, kind of cheating really. So today I'm going to make them from scratch, so we'll see how that goes. So I have the oven on preheated at 450, and this recipe makes about 10 biscuits. So let's go ahead and get started. So we're going to add our flour, which is 2 cups of flour, into our bowl. And baking powder, which is 1 tablespoon. And a little bit of salt. I'm going to mix that all together. So I hope they turn out. These will bake in the oven for approximately 10 minutes after they get done. All put together. Now we're going to add our shortening. This one does call for shortening. I haven't used shortening in a long time either. It calls for a 1/2 cup of shortening. Like I said on one of my past shows, you can take a couple of forks, because what we're going to want to do is blend it all to mix it all together until it resembles coarse crumbs. But I'm going to use my pastry blender. I finally figured out what the name of it was. So for somebody that hasn't used it for quite a few years, here I have used it in the last 2 or 3 weeks, twice. I hope you watched last week's show, which was our Easter show, and made those delicious peanut clusters. I've been eating them now for a few days. Not a lot of ingredients in biscuits. The only other thing we're going to put in is some cold milk, which I've got right here. 3/4 cup of cold milk. I wasn't going to wear an apron today because sometimes I wear one, sometimes I don't. But I think when I have all this flour, it's probably needed today. So that looks pretty good. It's all coarse crumbs. So then we're just going to pour milk in, and it says pour milk into flour mixture while stirring with a fork. Well, I didn't know that part. So we'll get out our fork. I say really to do it slow. So the ingredients for these basic biscuits, that's what they're pretty much are, is only 5 ingredients. You got your flour, your baking powder, which will make it rise. You've got shortening, a little bit of salt, and milk. Then while the biscuits are cooking, we're going to make chicken gravy. I've gone ahead beforehand and actually parboiled a chicken breast. That's enough for just the 2 of us, and cut it up in some small pieces. And then we'll try our hand at making gravy. I think one thing you have to make sure of is just you have to be patient with this, because I've always like, okay, my hand's tired, it's time for me to quit. I just don't do it long enough. Make sure it's all the baking powder is in there and spread out all over. So that looks pretty good. So we did that with a fork. Although I think I'm going to use this to doesn't look too bad. Okay, so we'll go ahead and we'll come back in just a second. We'll start rolling them out. Okay, so we've got our pastry mat here ready. I've got a little bit of flour on it. Got a rolling pin, a little bit of flour on it, my cutter for my biscuits. And we're going to go ahead and take this out of the bowl. It says to knead it for about 5 to 7 times. So we just want to make sure it's not going to stick. Looks really good. Okay. I'm just going to go ahead and never could get this to. Okay. Make it. We want to get about 10. So we don't want them too small. We want some nice fluffy biscuits. That'll work. Just dip your cutter into your flour. You can also use, if you don't have a cutter, you could use a glass. did 7. Go ahead and put those on a baking sheet. Have a baking sheet with parchment paper. So there's 8. We don't want to waste any, so we're going to keep using this. The oven is all ready, preheated at 450. This would be good for breakfast the next day if you had too many biscuits. I think we're going to make one more. We're going to make 11. Said about 10, so. Okay. I'll wash my hands. Okay, we're going to put them in the oven. We'll start at 10 minutes. I think that's what it says. 10 minutes or until golden brown. In the meantime, we'll go ahead and start our chicken gravy. So we'll be right back. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and start making the chicken gravy. I added I had to stop it from, I could not get this top off of this chicken broth. So I had to cut the end off. So we're going to go ahead and we are going to add 1/4 cup flour. It's got a little bit of, I need a little bit more in there. Biscuits are almost done. I'm just making kind of a roux, I guess you could call it. Lumps out. Then we're going to go ahead and add the rest of our chicken broth. Stir it real good so we don't have any lumps in it. I don't guarantee there's not going to be any lumps in my gravy. Care for this spoon. I'll get a regular spoon. Sorry about that. Let's check the biscuits out. I think they can be in there just a little bit longer, maybe about 2 more minutes. Probably should have a whisk. try that. Doesn't say whisk it, but I'm going to go ahead and add some of our seasoning. We're going to add 1/4 teaspoon of thyme, a 1/4 teaspoon of sage. Bring this to a boil and stir until thickened. I don't see too many lumps. It might be. My mother used to go, "You want 1 lump or 2?" when she was making gravy. She probably must have had the same problem I do. Biscuits are about ready to. We'll take the biscuits out. They didn't raise up as much as I would like them to have raised. They look kind of, maybe I could have cut them a little bit thicker, rolled them out a little bit thicker, but that's what they look like. They almost look like cookies. I hope you all had a nice Easter and had beautiful weather for your Easter dinner. We're going to put some pepper in there, just a tad of salt, because I think the chicken broth, even though it says reduced sodium, still has salt in it. Hasn't come to a boil yet, but I'm sure it will. Well, I hope you enjoyed the show. Kind of quick and easy. Rolling out wasn't that easy. But not very many ingredients. 5 ingredients for the biscuits, and only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 ingredients for the, including the salt and pepper, for the gravy. Looks like it makes probably about 2 cups of gravy. Then what we're going to do is we're going to add, I'm going to go ahead and add the chicken in there because I have had it refrigerated for a little while, so we want to make sure that's all warmed up. We just cut it into pieces to put over our biscuits. Don't forget to send me your recipes if you have something you'd like me to try. I'll see if I can make it. I have all the ingredients on hand. I'd like to, again, thank Sarah Smith for submitting the recipe to me. It took me about 3 weeks to go ahead and do it, and it will air in probably another 3 weeks. But remember, if you've got want to advertise on the show, be sure and let me know. My email is from my kitchen to yours at myyahoo.com. And remember, everybody, let's make cooking fun, because it is. It can be fun. The kids can help. Let's all have fun. So until next time, we'll see you every Friday after 4 o'clock. It airs, and I hope you stay tuned. Thank you. Have a great week.